AFCON is well and truly underway. The second match day just ended. I just finished watching Egypt absolutely dominate against Zimbabwe, even though they had to sweat for it a bit. But yeah, I'm here to analyze and yap about all the games that happened today. And yeah, let's get into it. We started off the day with Mali versus Zambia. If you saw my preview for the game, I felt like Mali was going to win this game. Everything pointed to them winning this game. They had the form, they had the upper hand in terms of players, and it just felt like it was something that was inevitable. But Zambia actually showed up. I have my notes here, so let's see what happened in the game. Both teams started on the front foot and it seemed like they were going for it, but Mali started to grow into the game and their defense did a great job of shutting down the ideas of the Zambia attack. Mali going into the AFCON, Mali had the best defense in AFCON qualification, so it made sense that they were able to shut down Zambia for like most of the game, and Zambia were not able to fashion out clear-cut chances for like 90% of the game. Zambia were not able to get like great chances. That pressure then led to a penalty which Bilal Toure should have put away. Opportunity missed, but you just have to applaud the goalkeeper. That was a great save. And yeah, we have two fantastic saves just 2 games into the AFCON. Hopefully this is going to be another tournament where goalkeepers are very important. This is one of the things that will never make me subscribe to the people that are always saying black goalkeepers are not good. There are good black goalkeepers, especially when the Nigerian says that kind of thing. I'm like, you had Inyama as your goalkeeper for years, one of the best goalkeepers in the French league, for like he had that shit on lock for years. You had that guy as your goalkeeper, but you are still like opening your mouth and saying black goalkeepers are not good. If you remember at the last AFCON, a lot of keepers actually showed up. Stanley Nwabali, Ron Williams actually got nominated for the Yashin Trophy. So these guys are actually good. They know what they are doing. And the penalties, if you look at the penalties yesterday and today, they were not bad penalties per se. The keepers actually committed and saved those penalties. It was more of a save than a missed penalty. So that's just the status quo. Now African keepers are good. If you like, say because of Onana, you don't trust African keepers, that's on you. But I feel like we need to stop like pushing that rhetoric and stop letting people talk down on black goalkeepers. But that's not what this video is about. Let's move on. The first half ended level and it was about as much as either side could have hoped for. But Mali came out in the second half with a purpose and finally got their goal in the 61st minute through Sinayako. After the goal, there was really nothing eventful happening. Mali really showed off why their defense was the best in AFCON qualifying until Patindaka showed up in added time to steal a point for Zambia. This felt like points dropped for Mali than a draw actually, because they dominated the game for large parts of the game. Like yeah, their domination was not in the same vein of probably Egypt, like having like 80% of the possession, but for much of the game, they felt like the side that were capable of actually winning this game. They both started on the front foot, yes, but they just imposed their will on the game. They stopped Mali from playing their own game, and it just felt like they were going to win it until the end. And in our second game, we have South Africa versus Angola. For this game, I can't lie, I was asleep for the first half. I have a little beef going on with South African fans on TikTok. They are still dragging me right now because I said as a Nigerian, I hope they lose. I hope Angola win this game. And even though the stats supported a close game, I had my own Nigerian bias there because obviously, if there's no Ghana, I will have to hate on South Africa in the AFCON. This was South Africa's first win in an opening game at AFCON for 21 years. And this probably is going to show you that these people are not good at football. I don't care what any South Africa wants to say in the comment section. They are just not good at football historically. But wonderful performance from South Africa. Coming into this game, the stats actually were behind them. They were 9 games unbeaten. Now they are 10 games unbeaten after this match. End-to-end stuff. And even though I really wanted them to lose, the win was well deserved. I don't think anybody can complain about that. Angola missed a few chances that they probably should have put away, but on the balance of it all, South Africa deserved that win. I don't really have much to say about this match because, like I said, I was asleep for most of it. And I need to say something. I was up like super late yesterday editing the review of the Morocco match. And that shit got to 1 view. The second view of the video was me trying to screen record it. That's crazy. YouTube is very, very humbling. If you are watching this video, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next review. Let's move on. And then to wrap up the day, we had Egypt versus Zimbabwe. This game started probably as most people expected it to start. As the match grew on, I started looking at Egypt weirdly. Let me check what I wrote in my notes. The game started the way everybody probably thought it was going to start. They had a raft of chances to start and they didn't let up. Mo Salah still has it, bro. That's the next line. That like, Mo Salah still has it. On the balance of things, like when you look at how Mo Salah has played so far this season, it looks like this guy is washed up. It looks like this guy is past it, and it shows in the way people have been calling for him to leave Liverpool, for him to go to Saudi, and so on and so forth. I will not mention that guy's name. We all know who the guy is, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about Egypt and Mohamed Salah and the wonderful performance that he put up. Salah made some fantastic crosses in that first half to the back post, and his teammates were letting him down. Like, yeah, it's important to know that it is a team, and I will get to that eventually. But as the first half wore on, I started thinking they probably need to put some chances away very soon, or else they are going to come back and regret this. I was thinking in that moment that, yeah, Zimbabwe are not putting up a lot of a fight right now, but nobody really knows in international football, and eventually they actually proved me right for thinking that. And then they go and prove me right by taking the lead in the 28th minute. Egypt seemed a little bit shell-shocked after that, and they tried to like fashion out a few chances. They had a few chances, but somehow these guys, that I need to understand, is there a law in Egypt that they don't put shots on targets? The shots that they put on targets were the poor ones, like bubble shots that were straight at the goalkeeper. A lot of chances went begging that they just blasted the ball over. Even Mamouche was guilty of this, and then that prompted me at the end of the first half to post a tweet. Let me look up the tweet. Hold on. I tweeted, Salah and Mamouche need to start being selfish. If it's not Salah or Mamouche at the end of a shot, I don't want to see any of these other bombs shooting. It might be a bit disrespectful to call them bombs because, yeah, they are all professional footballers and they are all part of a team. Salah and Mamouche need those guys also. But when it comes to international football, you need your star players to be at the end of those chances. They need to be the one shooting those chances. You guys craze for them. Let them shoot. Let them finish those chances. And eventually, that's what actually worked for them. I chose the name Ball Prophet on the whim. I didn't know I was going to be Professor Einstein. Like, yeah, moving forward, the unselfishness is cool. Those crosses are all well and good. Like, remember the Cam Newton meme? Like, yeah, the cookies are cool, but you're supposed to be our number one.
Folks ain't gonna keep being patient with you. That playful person that the Buffalo City by storm in his first interview, and he sat down and was like, yeah, I love cookies, and he had the whole, all that was all cool, but we give that grace to young players. Big dog, you supposed to be our number one.
Come on now.
And you're playing like a bum.
Yeah, bet you better catch that ball.
Bet you better start doing your job.
Like, yeah, all those things are cool. Mamouche dropping into the midfield is fine. Like, you can do all that, but when you drop into the midfield and you lay the ball off, that person should not be shooting. You should get back into the box and get on the end of the cross, get on the end of that pass, because you are the star players. You are the ones with the most quality in the team. And as far as your country is going to go, it all depends on you. Same thing I said about Brahim Diaz. He's the star player. Wherever they are going to get to depends on them. One thing Egypt have to address though is you guys should start putting the ball on target. I think they had 30 shots and 10 were on target. And it felt like those 10 that were on targets were not any real chances, because I was watching the game. All the real chances were all over the bar, like to decide, like, what's going on with you people? You guys should start putting the ball on targets. Yeah, so that's really that about like what happened today. This is how football should be played. Like, not too much tactics. Like, yeah, there is tactics. If you have the eye for tactics, you can see like they're trying to get the ball to the byline and make a cutback, or they're trying to get a crossing and stuff. But on the core of it, on that foundation of that little tactics, there is just spontaneity. There's just like natural flair, and that's just what I enjoy about African football. Sometimes it might get murky because of that. It might get like a little stop and start, like the Zimbabwe game against Mali, but it's just for the best. If you've watched this video to this point, thank you for watching my review. I'm always going to post this every single day. The one I posted, like I said, the one I posted yesterday got just 1 view. It's disappointing. It's very, like, I felt very hot, but because when you are creating on YouTube, it's a tough thing to describe. When you post a video on YouTube and it doesn't do well, you don't feel like the content did not work. It feels like you did not work, like I did something wrong, like I should have done better, this is what I could have done. Like you feel it as if it's an attack against you, but it's not really an attack against you. The content just wasn't good enough, and I understand that. I tried to like tell myself that it's because the content wasn't good enough. If the content was good enough, people are going to watch it. I'm so Yoruba. People are going to watch it. Yeah, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for listening to me yap. See you tomorrow again, same time when I'm going to be yapping. I'm going to try and edit this sharp now and get a thumbnail. That's like my biggest problem, thumbnails. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. See you in the next one. Bye bye.